It's considerable elevation. We're in Power Field, mile high here in Denver, Colorado. Coming up, we're keeping things in the AFC for an intra-conference contest between the Tennessee Titans and the Denver Broncos. To kick off, here's Will Lutz. And here we go at Mile High. That's going to be taken in at the 8. The coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. So the Titans ready for their opening drive of the game. Leading them out, the #1 pick in the 2025 NFL Draft out of Miami. It's Cam Ward.
The reason the Cam Ward went 1-1 in my estimation is he's one of those quarterbacks whose style of play just sets him apart. You just know it. He is a gunslinger, but looking for the balance of managing risks he takes, keeping the same fearless style of play right there in his pocket, that's going to be the challenge for him in his career. I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
Everyone's prepped. It's second down now. Again, a run with Pollard. And they're on him after about a 2-yard gain. Greg Greenlaw getting there for the stop.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
What's going to throw here on third? He puts some power on a deep one left. And the defender redirects that deep shot. Nicely done. Incomplete.
I don't think there's any question about it. You can see right from the jump here, the point of emphasis with this coaching staff. Be active with your hands, not just one guy. All these guys are flying around and so actively, aggressively looking for that impact play.
John coming now from the Titans on this fourth down. On comes Johnny Hecker. And he'll punt it away to end a disappointing opening drive. And he's hit before he can get anything on that return. Now we're going to have a stoppage after that return. Looks like somebody was shaken up on the play. First and 10 now from the 30. First run of the game for J.K. Dobbins. Well, maybe the rest of the game is going to be headed in the proper direction, Brock, but their first play winds up going backwards.
Now might be a good spot to remind everybody, about for the 1000th time, how much better athletes these D tackles are today, Kate. A decade or two ago, they just ate up space. Now, they eat up running backs.
Offense to the line for second down. Out of the gun, it's Nix. To his back, J.K. Dobbins. And he's down after getting this up to the 41. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first.
A play like this, that's exactly where you want to get him the ball. Right on the outside, where he's got the space and a lot more room to work.
First and 10 from the 41. Now an inside handoff to Dobbins. And he'll be met near the line to limit the gain to a yard. Brought down by Dre Jones.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. From the 42. Buys time, rolling right. It's a huge pickup on the play. And that will give them some serious momentum along with a first down.
41 yards on the play. That's good for a Broncos first down. 1st and 10 at the 16-yard line.
Well, the field opened up, and he simply takes off. Even in today's NFL, where dual-threat quarterbacks are everywhere, it's not often a guy can rip off a run like that.
Thinking touchdown here after that big play. We've got 1st and 10 from the red zone. Shotgun handoff for Dobbins. And he got what he could there, only to the 14. They only get a yard out of that run. It's going to be 2nd down.
A gain of a yard.
It'll be this group's job watching the film to find all these plays. The ones that amount to really very little statistically, and identify what was needed to just make them a little bigger, stretch them further. Afterthought plays now, they could be the big gains of next week.
On 2nd down, here's Dobbins. Well, a lot of effort there, partner, but no results. He fought through that one stop, but only managed to get back to the line of scrimmage.
These linebackers of today, they are so quick. They're so twitchy. You don't get a body on them in a hurry, they're going to stick you right at the line of scrimmage.
It's 3rd and 8. Need to get a chunk here. Nix. Coverage holds up, and he just had to get rid of it.
There's not a quarterback alive that enjoys throwing it away on 3rd down. But that's a good case right there of live to play another day. Live to play another series, and don't put the ball in harm's way.
Will Lutz getting the call on 4th down to put 3 up here for the Broncos. This from 30 yards out. The kick by Lutz is good. And that's going to get them on the scoreboard.
I'd say all in all, that's the exact type of start this team was looking for. 2 possessions in, they've got the lead. A little early momentum with that field goal.
Here's Lutz, set to kick this away. Julius Chestnut to return. And he's brought down just inside the 25. So Tennessee headed out for its 2nd drive of the game. And they haven't gotten their legs under them on offense just yet, Brock. 3 plays and a punt on their opening drive. Tennessee to the line, 1st and 10. They send a tight end in motion. 1st and 10 here. Ward. That's going to be caught. Tony Pollard. And they'll get there and stop him at the line.
He specializes in salvaging broken plays out of the backfield, but even he couldn't get anything out of that one, Kate. That defense, they were all over it.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. The play fake. Here's Ward. Out left, and Lockett makes the grab. And he's going to go out of bounds. Looks a little short of the 35.
Well, he saw his guys pick up the blitz. Well, he felt them pick it up anyway if he wasn't looking at him. But with their effort on his behalf, I think this QB felt owed to them and the group up front to find somebody to get a completion, so that effort up front wasn't in vain.
All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. And even on 3rd down, he sees no choice other than to get rid of it. Not the play they wanted. It's going to be 4th down.
Everybody wants to play quarterback until a play like that. Almost no resistance off the ball and the defense ready to maul you. It was all he could do to get rid of it before he gets just clocked.
Here comes the Titans punting unit. The Broncos have Marvin Mims deep to return. Little to nothing on that return as the coverage team gets to him. So the Broncos headed out for their 2nd drive of the game. They've got an early 3-0 lead as they take over here. All right, Denver getting everybody set. So they've got 1st and 10. Beginning on the ground here with Dobbins. And he picks up a nice chunk before the stop is made.
A gain of 10 yards. And the Broncos first down. 1st and 10.
Kate, a run like that, just everybody gets to breathe. Things become so much easier when you start a drive with momentum like that.
On 1st down, it's Nix. He finds Ingram, working downfield here. That's going to pick up the first down after a gain of 26.
6 yards. That's another Broncos first down. First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
You know I love the language of football. Just the terminology that comes with it. It's a whole new language out there. But in many playbooks, Kate, that's called cross-country. Speaks for itself. You got to run from one spot all the way across the field. Those two did it very well.
Look on the draw here to Dobbins. Broke through the tackle. And it's a nice gain off a really good effort there just to stay upright. Give him around 6. That's going to make it 2nd and 4.
This dude was just not going to be stopped. Not by the first defender. Heck, not even by the second one who was able to bring him down. No, it took a few shots before this crew could finally get this beast down.
From the 28. Has him on the quick hitter. And he takes this one nearly to the red zone before going out. That goes as a 4-yard pickup, and it gets him a first down.
Sometimes when you're just looking to move it forward, get some small yards on the throw, quarterback's best friend, security blanket. And when it's a big old tight end, that's an extra bonus.
Up to the line, and they're set. 1st and 10. Running left, it's Dobbins. Down to the 10. And they take him out of bounds, which means his offense setting up for 1st and goal.
That is textbook RPO right there, Kate. Quarterback's decision-making comes quick off the snap. And that back, you know that he's already looking for those lanes before the ball's even in his belt. Before that defense can adjust to the run, he hits that second level.
Dobbins has nothing on that run. They stand strong and stop him at the 2.
They just could not even find a sliver of breathing room on that first down, and this is not an envious spot for this play caller to be in. I don't know what you go to now.
Trying again from the 2. It's 2nd and goal. Running forward with Dobbins. And the defense wins this rep. That's stopped at the line, and now they've got 3rd and goal.
That's twice now where runs have not gotten them into the end zone, but you've kind of set yourself up. Actually, you've set yourself up really well for a little play action right here.
Now from the 2-yard line, it's 3rd and goal. Nix from the gun. And he gets in. Touchdown, Denver! The Broncos stretch their early lead to 9. No hesitation on that throw. He got the guy he wanted right away, and he got it to him for the touchdown.
You know, it's great, Kate, to draw up plays that have all sorts of different options, but it's even better when you don't have to get to your second read. His first broke open just like they planned, and that's 6 in the end.
Will Lutz now on for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Broncos go up 10-zip here in the first.
Titans, nothing.
Here's Lutz set to kick this away. Has this at the 6. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. Gets at the 25-yard line. Out come the Titans for another offensive possession. And it's far from the first time we're seeing this unit head out, Brock. But what we haven't seen so far in this opening half, well, we haven't seen much in terms of yardage.
No, it's like they've written a few lyrics, but nowhere close to a song yet.
They'll start this one on the ground with Pollard. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense.
We take a break from his regularly scheduled programming of pass coverage duties to see him adding a little contribution in the run support. And his teammates, you can just see the body language. A little nod, a little grin. They'll welcome the reinforcements every time.
Breaks the tackle, green grass ahead. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
A gain of 14. And the Titans first down.
When they draw up these plays for the quarterback, these are the type of results they're expecting, Kate. Something that can tear a hole in the defense, move the chains, and just as importantly, and maybe most importantly, put a seed of doubt and thought into that defensive mind that the QB could.
And down he goes. The Broncos got there. And a big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
Loss of 6 yards. It's second down.
And before they can break the huddle, we've hit the end of our first quarter. It's a 10-0 ball game. We'll get you back to Mile High after this. We're ready to go with the second quarter, and it's Titans football. They have second down behind the sticks. Trying again following the sack. Jefferson brings it in on the slant. And it's a nice game, but still not enough for the first.
10 yards, and it's third down.
Here they come. This is 3rd and 5. Shotgun snap now to Ward. Can't convert on 3rd. That's to the ground and incomplete. Tried getting it to Calvin Ridley. And that leaves them with 4th and 5.
Safe to say there's been an early disconnect between the planning phase and the execution phase for this offense. Might be time, Kate, really to get back to basics, to the calls that you just trust the most.
And he's certainly been staying busy. Once again, he's out to punt and sends this flying. And this one did hit at the 8, but took a big bounce and finished its journey in the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos are getting the ball back as J.K. Dobbins runs out there. They'll try to emphasize what worked on their last drive, which ended Brock in a touchdown. Nicks off the play action. He keeps it and takes off. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And that'll be good for a Denver first.
It's a gain of 11. That's good for a Denver Broncos.
You know, these are the type of plays that really get an offense going. This is a chance for QB to inspire the guys around him. Calling his own number, carrying his teammates to a first down on that big run. That inflates an offense, and it can suck the wind out of that defense.
Knicks now on 1st and 10. As a man, that's Cortland Sutton. They get 35 out of that one. And the Broncos will have a first down.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
Knicks with it on 1st. Throwing deep towards the end zone. And he gets in. Touchdown, Denver. The Broncos make it a 16-point ball game. Cortland Sutton, the touchdown.
Every touchdown's got its own story, but for me, Kate, that one's all about courage. Courage of that receiver to run all the way across the field. Courage of the quarterback to know it's going to take a little extra time. That courage paid dividends for 6.
Extra point try now from Lutz. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Broncos take a 3-possession lead.
17. Titans, nothing.
Here's Lutz set to kick this away. Here's Chestnut on the return. He's stopped on the run back at the 27. So the Tennessee offense headed out for another series. And it's not good, Brock, when you're discussing their punter as one of your early game MVPs, but they just haven't been able to get anything going so far.
No, you'll hear some old school coaches, especially defensive-minded coaches, Kate, and they'll say, hey, man, there's nothing wrong with the drive ending with a kick, right? As a quarterback, as an offense, maybe that was the way you played the game back in the day, but not modern football. You've got to go score.
A rookie from Texas there on the tackle.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, you just find a way to get him the ball.
Cut by Lockett. And he reaches the 35 before going out.
5 yards on the play. And it's third down.
Third and just 2 to go. Shotgun, it's Ward. He has the first over the middle. And that short gain is enough for a new set of downs.
You know, Kate, they say a dog is a man's best friend. A tight end that moves the chains on third down, that's a QB's best friend.
New set of downs for him at the 38. First and 10, it's Pollard. Solid block in there, springs him for 8. It's going to be second down.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he's able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that first down marker.
First down carry got him 9 yards. Here comes second and 1. Right back to Pollard. And he's tackled with a first down yardage.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of the defense.
New set of downs for him from the 46. First down throw here for Ward. Steps up, and he's running with it. And he has it to the 42 before they make the stop.
He's brought down at the 42-yard
tick, 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 tick. You know, his internal clock right there told him it was time to escape, and good thing he listened to it. He was able to make something out of nothing and at least move them forward.
Second down now, 7 to go. Ward off the play fake. Okonkwo brings it in. He's close, but he is stopped before he can get to that first down. Picks up 4. Well, the good part is he did bring that play to a stop. Unfortunately, looks like he got banged up on the tackle. He's in some discomfort out there. Eighth play of the drive now. They need 2 to keep it going. From the gun, it's Ward. He'll make a big for it on the ground. But he wisely avoids contact, sliding down there. That played good enough for a first.
And the Titans first down.
That is quarterback play 101. Maybe not the first chapter of it, but man, is that important. Getting downfield, get what you can with your legs, then most importantly, protect yourself. Get down and don't take any extra contact.
Up the middle, here goes Pollard. And he's going to get inside the defense's 30 here. Looks to be a gain of about 6 on the play.
Fans love the long ball in baseball. It's like they got the home run derby, but you know what? Talk to managers and they will tell you small ball can win too. Singles and doubles, you add them up, you could win a lot of baseball games. Football coaches will tell you get runs of that length. It may not be a home run, it may not score points, but it can do some serious damage.
Again on second to Pollard. Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain, so Brock, that means third down coming up.
I talked to a bunch of different GMs, Kate, especially around draft time, and they all say the same thing. Linebackers are so hard to find. It's hard to transition from the college game that's in so much space to this game where you've got to play in a phone booth, yet have that explosiveness to chase a play on the outside down like that linebacker just did.
Oh, he's going to run for it. And he slides down with enough to pick up that first.
A gain of 15. First down, Titans.
You know, Kate, back in the day, we had a slip and slide at practice for moments just like that. Actually practicing how to slide and get out of harm's way. Nice gain on the play, and denied that defense yet another chance to take a shot on him.
This is Pollard running left. And they bring him down pretty quickly at the 10. Only gets a yard there to make it 2nd and 9.
Sometimes you just feel like in the background of every ho-hum run is a bigger play that just needed one more component. Hit that extra block a little longer, find the lane quicker. The defender maybe a half step late, and this could have been much, much more exciting.
Looking to throw with Ward. He brings it in. And this is going to get him right up near that first down, but he's marked short after a gain of 7, 3rd down.
Good luck defending that short yardage slant. Just not going to happen. There's a reason. This is a go-to play for just about any quarterback in every situation.
3rd down, 1 yard to go. Give to Spears, running right. And what a play. They never gave him a shot to get that single yard. He's going to lose some yardage. 4th down coming up.
It's after plays like these, Kate, I love to study the body language. What is that offense doing after getting stuffed inside on a run like that? And more importantly, how much does it energize that defense?
We have a timeout called by the Broncos. That's their first. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. It'll be a field goal try from Joey Slye. Pretty easy kick here, Brock. Just 22 yards. Sly's kick is up and good. That brings us to the 2-minute warning here at Mile High. It's the Titans with their return team out there ready to go. All set for the kickoff. Slye with the honors. Here's a return from the 7. He's going well so far. They're going to bring him down as he gets it to the 33. The Broncos and Cortland Sutton taking the field once again. And they're coming off an excellent series throwing the football that led to that touchdown, Brock. So you and I both expecting that defense to be looking for that on this series. Throwing on first down, Nix. Completed over the middle. And he's short of the first after a mild gain.
You get this big old dude like him in the slot, it's an automatic mismatch advantage. You're trading a little bit of speed, sure. You sure do get a lot of size. And anytime he's in the slot, you got to assume the ball's going his way.
2nd and 3 now. Shotgun snap to Nix. That's knocked away by a defender, incomplete. First time this game they've looked to him. And what will they dial up on 3rd and short?
That's a throw at this level. With so much speed and length, you got to be real careful. Rarely do you find a clean window down the middle. Got to be absolutely perfect, and it wasn't there.
Now Nix on 3rd down. Finds him over the middle. And he's fortunate to cover it himself, but the clock's still running as we count down to halftime. It's a 4-yard gain, and that's going to get him across the marker and earn the first.
For the Denver Broncos.
You know what? Everybody on the field is going to make mistakes. The key is to clean that up as quickly as he can. Ball carrier loses possession, but he doesn't panic and lose composure. Instead, well, he hops on the ball, and he saves the day.
We'll give to Dobbins out of the shotgun. This is a head McCreary brings him down that time.
Some offenses, well, they prefer to go run in that RPO situation. It's a safer call, a little more conservative. But in this case, it gets him just as many yards as a short completion would have.
Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5. Here's Nix to throw. They're trying to set the screen. Dobbins. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. Denver calls the second of its 3 timeouts. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half.
To this day, I can still see the faces of the big guys in the huddle. When you call a screen like that, instead of them just getting knocked backwards, they get to be salesmen. They get to push those linemen downfield and then tee off and go hit somebody like they did right there.
From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10. To throw, here's Nix. Dumps it off to his running back. And this makes it to around the 43-yard line. Jarvis Brownlee there to make that play. Now the Broncos take their 3rd and final timeout. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half.
The 43-yard line.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Out of the gun, it's Nix. Throwing the out route complete. And he'll go out of bounds close to the 35-yard line.
Kate, if there was one throw in the game plan that kept me up at night more than any other, it was an out route versus zone coverage. Because you got to throw it with anticipation, but you also got to make sure those defenders' eyes aren't reading you like a book.
Nix to throw again. He finds Ingram working downfield here. And he works this to the 15 before they make the stop. It's a gain of 22. And that'll be good for a Denver first.
Denver Broncos.
So a 2-score game here at the break. Some work to be done as we get ready for the EA Sports Halftime Report with Scott Hansen. Scott?
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the downtown Orlando studios. Scott Hansen and crew with you for a short and sweet halftime, as this game's had a little bit of everything to it. We'll find out which side can establish some tempo in the 3rd quarter as we're ready to kick off the 2nd half. Back out to our commentary team, Kate Scott and Brock Heward.
As always, a hat tip to our buddy Scott Hansen for his hard work there during the break, as we're happy to welcome you all back for the start of our 3rd quarter. All set for the kickoff. Sly with the honors. He fields it from the 8. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down. The Broncos with their offense headed out for our first possession of the half. Offense showing trips out right as they get set for this 1st and 10. Now it's a bootleg for him. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
Timing is everything in life, and timing is everything defensively. That throw was just a little bit late and gave the defense time to close, deliver a pop, and knock that ball loose.
Couldn't connect on 1st. It's 2nd down. Nix from the gun. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
And the Titans opting for a 5th DB, a nickel set 3rd down. Nix looking to throw. Hits him on the out route. And progress finally halted after he picks up a chunk.
There's no routes on the old proverbial route tree, Kate, that takes more trust than throwing an out route. You're throwing it to a spot and believing your guy can get there.
1st and 10 from the 41. And nothing was going to help him escape that, and he gets hit for a loss. 2nd down coming up.
Well, you can scratch that one from the playbook, and you're not going to call it again if you can't impact the tackle. You just saw him sitting right there. He was ready for a feast, and he buried that draw before it could get started.
All right, here we go. Second down. Straight ahead. Here's Dobbins. Nothing doing on second. They get to him behind the line. Now it's going to be third and longer.
This coordinator tried to show some trust and belief in his offense. A run after a negative run? Well, you lose a lot of equity and belief in that coordinator. I don't think he's going to try a third run after back-to-back negative losses.
Third and long for Nix. Hits him on the in route. And he's got them quite the gain here, partner, as he finally is brought to a stop.
It's a gain of 20. That's good for the Denver Broncos. First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
First and 10 from the 41. Dobbins trying the right side. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
Well, that's just about textbook defense and how to shut down an RPO. The coverage was tight, the numbers were up, and then the bodies were there to stuff that run before it could get going.
Second and 10. Need to get some positive yardage here. Here's Nix. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. And the Titans are stopped. They're going to have the football out beyond their own 30. They worked hard to have the halftime lead, Brock, but now that defense working hard to take it away.
Not wasting any time, are they? You know, they love to say about baseball, Kate, baseball's a game of adjustments. So is the NFL, and especially in the second half. You have all that data from the first half. You want to take it all in, and defensively you want to adjust exactly what they did to take the ball away there to begin the second.
Here's first and 10 from the 34. The play fake. Here's Ward. He throws a bullet down the left sideline. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Looking for Tyler Lockett on that play. So second down coming up.
He's really starting to just about exhaust every option and trick he's got at his disposal. That time, trying to test him outside the pocket, extend the play, there was just nowhere to go with it.
Second and 10 now. Into the hands of Okonkwo. And he's out of bounds just past, looks like the 40-yard line.
Kate, one thing I learned from the late, great Mike Leach is, yeah, the system was called air raid, but it wasn't just attacking downfield. His philosophy, and it played out right there, is you have to attack every inch of the field, both vertically and horizontally, without routes or in routes just like that.
That throw's knocked away and incomplete. Fourth down coming up.
Kate, I've talked to you over the years of the transition to the NFL where the windows to throw are small. On third down, smaller. Put dime defense on the field, and those windows become almost non-existent.
On now comes their punter. Johnny Hecker, the one to send it away. The Broncos offense all set to go. And a nice drive last time out, Brock, squandered by that interception. So I think they'd take a repeat of everything except that final play. First call here coming from the shotgun. They'll begin with a quick completion to the right side. And he hits him for a gain of 6. He's up to the 26.
A 6-yard pickup brings up second down at the 27-yard line.
Second and 3 now. Now an inside handoff to Dobbins. And he's tackled with a first down yardage.
A 7-yard
That does not show up on any explosive stat sheet, but let me tell you, Kate, that's the real deal right there. You run for that kind of yardage consistently in the NFL, you do set yourself up for success.
On first down, it's Nix. We've got a screen to the running back. That screen sniffed out quickly, shut down behind the line.
I know coordinator and quarterback going to be upset with that first down because you call a screen on first, you're thinking stay ahead of schedule. Even a minimal gain to stay on pace, but instead, that defense creates a negative play and sets them back behind the sticks.
Shotgun handoff for Dobbins. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
Makes it 3rd and 5.
So now here's 3rd and 5. They send a man in motion. Nix from the gun on 3rd down. This is Sutton working the right side. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
And the Broncos, first down. 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
That pitch and catch won't show up as a big play on the stat sheet, but it gives his own defense a little time to rest and gives an offensive coordinator a new set of downs to work with.
They'll run on first down with Dobbins. Open space inside the 40. And he gets this one down to the 27. They got 24 yards on the play. And the Broncos will have a first down.
Best run games in this league at balance. Can run it inside, and as they just showed right there, doing damage on the outside.
And they've got themselves another 1st and 10. Again, they'll run with Dobbins. And this play doesn't work out like the last snap, right? He can only get back to the line as the defense all over this one.
Where one defender failed, well, his buddy was there to swarm to the ball and make that play just as it gets to the line of scrimmage.
First down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10. Now Nix. He's going to tuck it and run. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down.
It's a gain of 11. That's another Broncos first down.
As much as you like to find a completion and get the ball out of your hands, when a play breaks down, you got to be able to make a play with your legs. His offense counts on his ability to evade pressure and occasionally make plays just right on the bounds.
Some good running here as he gets him 7 on that first down carry.
I'm not kidding you, Kate. A run of that length at the NFL level, honestly, is the equivalent of a run of 15-plus at the high school level. It's hard in the run game to make yards, and they just got a very successful one.
7 yards on that last play, so this is 2nd and 3. Running it again with Dobbins. And that 2nd down run is only going to manage a yard.
He's tackled at the 7-yard line. It's a gain of a yard. Brings up 3rd down and 2.
Here's a nickel look by the Titans. 3rd down. Nix. And he will score. It's a Denver touchdown. The Broncos make it a 3-possession game. It's a Bo Nix touchdown.
Kate, we know you can do it in different ways in today's NFL at quarterback. Some with the brains and the processing, that anticipation and accuracy. Some could do it with their improv skills to create a play when everything breaks down. He just put on a show.
Extra point try now from Lutz. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Broncos stretch their lead to 21.
Broncos 24, Titans 3.
All right, thanks so much, Scott. We are back and about set to begin our second half. Here's Lutz set to kick this away. Returning it from the 4. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. So now here comes the Titans on offense. And I'm sure they're tired of bringing out the punter, Brock. They're hopefully going to give him some rest this time around and find some points to go after that lead. Titans to the line now. 1st and 10. Shotgun snap now to Ward. Caught by his back here. It's Pollard. And they're going to bring him down just beyond the 30 at the 31.
It is so hard for these defenses. I don't envy them at all to try to monitor where these running backs are. Are they chipping? Are they delaying their route? He's such an underrated part of their overall passing game.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Trying the inside handoff to Pollard. And his short gain gets them a new set of downs.
I don't know about you, Kate, but he sure made getting that first down look really easy. A lot easier than it's supposed to be for that defense. And I think they'll hear about it when they get to the sidelines.
They're set up at the 35 now. Throwing now on 1st down. Ward has him on the quick hitter. So we're through 3 here. It's Titans football as they stare down a huge deficit to begin the 4th. The drive picks up here, 1st and 10. The shotgun, it's Ward. Ooh, almost a throw that cost him. Defender had it in his hands, but he dropped it. It's incomplete. 2nd down coming up. Well, this goes for every player in every sport, Brock. Fatigue in the 4th quarter. So that can mean dropped interceptions just as much as it can mean a dropped catch, too.
And believe it or not, Kate, quarterbacks, they can get fatigued too. Yeah. Maybe not as much physically as their buddies running around and hitting, but mentally. You just get tired there as a passer. You start to assume, and that's a dangerous place to play.
And a nice game here, but it stopped short of the 1st.
It's a gain of 8, and it brings up 3rd down.
3rd and just 2 to go. Again, Ward going to the air. Throwing all the way to the end zone here. And disaster averted. He knocks away the deep ball, incomplete.
That's going to be a play tomorrow. When they watch it on tape, they're going to be kicking themselves a bit. Okay, you get man-to-man coverage down in the red zone, you got to take advantage of it. It's hard. Zone coverage and the windows are so tight. You get man, got to find a way to win.
Now, can't blame him looking at that scoreboard, right? Might as well go for this on 4th down. Quick throw finds about right. Forget that it was 4th down, Brock. That is an impressive 22-yard pickup, and it gets them the 1st.
That's just so good. I mean, that is teaching tape right there. It's what you want your guys to do. To not just catch it and fall down, but have a plan. Yes, you got to catch it first, but then have a plan to go attack. Be aggressive. Get those yards after catch. That is a job well done.
1st down throw here for Ward. Gets it towards the end zone, but it's incomplete.
As I watch practices today, Kate, both college and professionally, one thing is abundantly clear. Teams spend so much more time in the red zone. They know it's the money zone. And defensively, if you can force incompletions and knock it away and leave teams for field goals, you got a great chance to win.
Tight end motioning right. 2nd and 10. There's Ward to throw. Finds him on the slant. They pick this down to the 7-yard line. A nice pickup of 11 there, Brock, and they'll have 1st and goal to figure out.
did such a good job of not just hitting him in a window on that slant, in the right window, but hitting him right in time, right in a spot where he had room to run and add on to that catch.
4 downs now to get in. Here's 1st and goal. From the gun, it's Ward. And he carries it in for the touchdown. The Titans get it back to within 2 possessions.
That's exactly what this offense was dreaming of when they brought him in as a rookie quarterback, showing off that ability to run. Hey, Kate, that's exactly what these defensive coordinators are hoping to not see. Yet another dynamic rookie quarterback who can score with his legs.
Joey Sly on for the extra point. The point after splits the upright. And the Titans get it back to a 14-point game.
24. Titans 10. Joey Sly to
All set for the kickoff. Sly with the honors. Fielded at the 7. Juke the defender. This makes it up to the 25. The Broncos and quarterback Bo Nix gearing up for their next series. And like we've seen from him before, Brock, he got a good game going early through the air and kept the pressure up from then on. He's still taking it to him now as we work through this second half. They'll start on the ground with Dobbins. And they'll surrender just a lone yard. That brings up 2nd down.
This offense is now left with some ground to make up a little bit here on 2nd down after that drive starts with a very minimal gain.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. Carry here for Dobbins. Not much space available there. Maybe 2. That brings up 3rd down.
He's tackled at the 29-yard line. A 2-yard pickup brings up 3rd and 6.
Shotgun snap to Nix. He's running for it. And they get to him a good ways downfield from that line of scrimmage.
It's a gain of 11. That's good for a Broncos 1st down.
Well, I can promise you that was the goal from the moment he took off. He kept his eyes locked on the chains. It's almost like he had a spidey sense. He knew exactly where to get in order to move the sticks and get that critical 1st down.
This is Dobbins. And 2nd down is going to be a good bit tougher. He can't even get back to the line. This play loses yards.
Good defensive tackles in this league, Kate. They can take up a couple blockers. Great defensive tackles. Well, they stuffed the stat sheet just like that, knocking that run backwards before it could get started.
Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down. Out of the gun, it's Nix. Throwing the out route complete. And he'll be taken down, but not until he reaches that 45-yard line. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
They've run this 12-yard out route, Kate, at the combine, well, all the way back to last century when I had to throw it. In this throw, this is a big boy throw. This is a differentiator. Can you make that deep out throw on time, on rhythm, and accurately? Well, that was teaching tape right there.
And he's able to manage a couple on that run.
You know, some positive yardage there, Kate, but just as important, they're mixing up their play calling, and they could very well be setting up the defense for a big play later.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7. They fake the handoff. Now Nix. Walking the tightrope there, but he makes the grab in bounds.
I got to be honest with you, Kate. That's an occasion where a drop would have been a whole lot better, and it's a rare pass that actually loses yardage.
Play number 8 of this drive, and it's 8 that they need here on 3rd down. Nix from the gun. He finds Ingram working downfield here. And he's going to set them up with a 1st down on a huge gain.
25 yards on the play. That's another Denver Broncos. 1st and 10 at the 18-yard line.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. And a lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
It's a give here for Dobbins. And a couple of teammates combining there for the stop after just 1 yard. Now after the run, we see he's visibly shaken up. Team medical staffers headed over to take a look. Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. Here's Nix to throw. Steps up and he's running with it. It's a real solid pickup, 12 yards, and it rewards him with a 1st and goal.
A gain of 12 yards. That's good for a Denver Broncos.
When a play breaks down, every once in a while, you got to be able to make a play with your legs. His offense counts on that ability to evade pressure and occasionally make plays just like that one.
They've got a man in motion. They'll try and punch it in. And he sneaks this through the middle, maybe a gain of 2.
Hey, I get it on 1st and goal, right? A lot of teams like to be conservative and limit risk. Even if a run is stopped short, you still got 2, sometimes 3 downs to play with.
Now it's 2nd and goal from the 1. Oh, fullback's got it. Look at the power. And he gets in. Touchdown. The Broncos make it a 3-score game in the 4th. If there's an argument for continuing to rely on a fullback, Brock, it is plays just like that that remind us. They're pretty good at barreling in for touchdowns when they're given the chance.
And you know the greatest fullback name ever? Maybe you need to name your son Sam Gash. Because that dude, when I think fullback, I think Sam Gash just gashing people for touchdowns.
Extra point try now from Lutz. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Broncos stretch their lead to 21.
Broncos 31, Titans 10.
Here's Lutz set to kick this away. Brings in the kick at the 9. Good work so far. He's got room. Nice effort here. They're going to tackle him just shy of the 35. The Titans ready to take over on offense. They really have the passing game clicking on that last touchdown drive, partner. We'll see if they stick with that or if they mix things up a bit on this series. They'll start this one on the ground with Pollard. And he'll knife his way through for a pickup of 4.
That is simply a stay-on-schedule kind of run. Nothing more, nothing less, just right on schedule.
2nd down.
First down run, nabs him 5. Now 2nd and 5. From the 37. And the tackle's made just beyond midfield at the 48. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. But that was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
Ward off the play fake. Taking a big shot for the end zone. Oh, again, it looks like a pick, but they drop it. A chance to steal it away in the end zone. Just can't finish the play.
Oh, that was such an opportunity lost. They were looking for a way out without giving up any points on the series. And instead, well, he just couldn't quite hang on.
2nd and 10 now. Ward. Coming deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out! Unfortunately, the Titans were able to jump back on that one. No turnover on the play. That brings us to the 2-minute warning here in Denver. Titans hoping to make it look a little better before time runs out. They dodged the turnover, but still 3rd and pretty long. They've got to figure out. The play fake. Here's Ward. Try and push it deep downfield. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
Well, that was almost one of those nice chunk plays you like to see in the NFL, Kate, before he was able to recover and provide the hit and ultimately dislodge the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays down the field.
Desperation time here. And they'll turn it over on downs as that pass comes up empty and off the field they go.
Hey, I get it's already over, but go down swinging. Unfortunately, that play, like so many of them today, Kate, has been pretty indicative of how this contest has gone.
1st down now, ball at the 39-yard line. Drive starts with an option, right side. And gets a few on the plunge forward.
I can promise you, that's not what it looked like on the practice field, nor on the whiteboard. Typically, QB run is going to net you a whole lot more yardage than that. But let's give some credit. Strong effort by that defensive front who contained a play that typically goes for a whole lot more.
4 yards on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 6. Plowing up the middle. And all he can get is a yard here, Brock. It's going to be 3rd down.
The ball carrier. He's tackled at the 34-yard line. A gain of a yard brings up 3rd and 5.
Here's Nix. Short pass brought in. And he pushes this down to the 22-yard line. It's a pickup of 11. And that'll be good for a Denver first.
1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of 3rd downs just like that.
All right, set now. 1st and 10. So it's a win for the Broncos. See this in every sport, Brock. You come in as a big favorite. You want to make a statement, right? Get a convincing victory, and they were able to achieve that one here.
Yeah, especially at home. It just means a little bit more when you protect your own turf in any sport, but especially in the NFL, where you get, what, about 8 or 9 of these, maybe more if you get home playoff games. Playing this way, they set themselves up for future playoff opportunities.
So for my partner Brock Heward and our entire crew, I'm Kate Scott saying this has been the NFL on EA Sports. The Broncos are winners, as we'll see you next time from Denver.